Welcome back, everyone. Kaiser Khan here for more Global War 1936. This time around, we're going to call this playthrough Operation Underworld. And I got that name from, I was just scrolling along in Amazon and I came across a book that was recommended to me by Amazon. And it was had Underworld in the title. I forget what the name of the book was, but it was a book on World War II. And it was talking about how the United States was kind of teaming up with the mafia, or the underworld, if you will, to help fight the Axis during the war. So I thought that's kind of cool. I'd never heard that before. Not really familiar with it. And so I thought it'd be a cool little title for a playthrough. So here we are. Now, the Allies are desperate for a win, so they're going to resort to whoever's willing to help them to try and get a win this time around. And so I thought it was kind of a fitting theme for this game. So, the Axis won last time, and we're going to see if we can get the Allies a victory this time around. Of course, not going to intentionally try and get the Allies a victory, but we're gonna, implement some different strategies and kind of see if they'll help out. And I'll kind of explain those strategies as we go along through the game. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Glad to be putting videos back on the channel now after a hiatus, and hope that everyone had a great Thanksgiving. And Christmas is just around the corner, so hopefully everyone will have a good Christmas and New Year as well. But let's get into turn number 1 for Germany. And of course, Nationalist Spain is a part of this turn as well. Let's go through Germany's purchases and also their tech rolls. I'll just kind of lay them out for you here to start out with before we get into Nationalist Spain. So for tech rolls, Germany has 3. We're going to go for radar. We're going to be very air-focused starting out early here. We're going to go for radar, jet fighters, and long-range aircraft. 7, 8, and an 8 is what we're going to need. And then for purchases, we get to place a fleet submarine for free on the board. That was in the build queue already. We're going to upgrade a militia to an infantry for 2. Upgrade a medium factory in East Germany to a major factory for 6. Upgrade 2 infantry in West Germany 2 motorized infantry for $2, and then we're going to purchase 2 self-propelled artillery for $10, and that's going to total up to 20. Also, we can't forget our recruitment roll for Nationalist Spain, so we'll have to remember to do that here after we do Nationalist Spain's turn. So let's go ahead and get into Nationalist Spain and see what we want to do here. So I think we're not, since Germany is not planning on lend-leasing us any units or anything on this first turn, I think what we're going to do is just play it kind of conservatively and just go after Basque Country. There's a couple of moves that you can do here in the opening round that players tend to go for. The most popular one is to attack into Basque Country. But there's also another little move that you could do where you can send a cavalry down along with a fighter and an infantry and attack eastern Andalusia, and then send the artillery and this infantry up to Basque Country to aid in the attack on Basque Country, and you can try to take over 2 territories in one turn. We're not going to do that. We're not going to we're not going to risk that. At least not in this game this time around. So let's get into some rolling. We are going to attack Basque Country with an artillery, an infantry, and a cavalry. So let's get the camera set up here for rolling. Okay, we are attacking into mountains, so that's going to debuff a lot of our units except for the fighter by 1. But we are sending over the infantry, the artillery, and also the cavalry. So let's see how we do. All right, we have the artillery. He is going to be at a 2 because of the mountains. His default is 3. He's got a first strike, and he misses with a 9. We have a cavalry that's going to be attacking at a 2. He gets debuffed by 1. His default is 3. And he misses with an 11. And then the infantry is paired with the artillery, so he's going to be at his default of a 2. If it weren't for the mountains, he'd be at a 3. And we miss with a 9. Man, rolling high to start out with. I don't like that. All right, let's see if we got any luck with the fighter. He's at a 6. And he does hit with a 4, so we do get that at least. So we will put that off to the side there. And then the defenders will come back. I think he'll choose to take the cavalry as a casualty. And he will roll at a 2 on the defense. Ooh, and he almost gets a hit, but he misses. And then his infantry will roll at a 4 or less. And he gets a 4, so he gets a hit. And I think, what do we want to take? I think we're going to take the artillery. In case this goes bad, I'd rather have units that have a good defense. All right, so those are the casualties in that round. Let's go to round 2. He's only got an infantry left. We have an infantry that's going to be at a 1. Oh, and we get a 1. All right. Didn't he have to roll for the fighter? That's fantastic. Now let's see if he gets us at a 4 or less, and he does. Oh, that's awful. Oh, man, that's terrible. I'm not going to lose the fighter. I'm just going to lose the infantry, and we will retreat back to Galicia and Leon. And Basque Country will be empty. Well, that didn't exactly go according to plan. All right, let's come back to the board here and see what we want to do. If there's any... Of course, there's non-combat moves that we want to do. We want to take this troop transport, load them up with artillery and an infantry, and also this heavy cruiser. And we're going to move them over here into A35 and drop off this artillery and infantry into Galicia and Leon. And then both of these guys will go into port. And that will give us an extra... That heavy cruiser will give us an extra militia for defense. So those guys are in port. And I think that's really all we want to do. We could retreat this guy to provide more defense. But... I think we are going to do that. Because if we just leave this guy solo, it kind of becomes easy pickings for him. We don't want to just be throwing units away. So let's team him up with this other infantry in Galicia and Leon. And then hope we hit our recruitment roll. That would be nice. So let's come back over here for the recruitment roll. And we are going to need a 4 or less. And we miss with a 6. So no luck there. Okay. Now let's get into Germany. We don't have any combat moves. Actually, before I forget, I'm trying to get on the non-combat, and we haven't even done the technology rolls yet. Let's do the tech rolls. Okay. So, like I said, we're going for radar, jets, and long-range aircraft. Oh man, we only got one. It looks like no, we didn't get any. 6, 6, and 4. So that is a offer there for the tech. That's bad. That is not what you want in the opening round. Okay, so let's get on to non-combat for Germany. Since there's no combat, not declaring war on nobody. That would be kind of dumb. Okay. So we are going to take an artillery from Western Germany and an artillery from Berlin. They're both going to move into Eastern Germany. This cavalry will move into Eastern Germany, and dang it, I forgot we're going to take Austria. So we'll take Austria. He has 2 infantry there, so we're going to put 2 infantry on the board. And I need a roundel. Alrighty. An air transport's going to come up to Western Germany. This fighter and tactical bomber that's in Berlin will come over 1 into Eastern Germany. We're going to keep the fighter and medium bomber in Western Germany. Actually, I take that back. We're going to bring them into Berlin. And then this AA gun will come over into Eastern Germany. Light armor will go into Western Germany. These 2 infantry will come, and these 2 infantry in Berlin, we're going to bring them over 1 into Western Germany, so we'll chip them out. These 2 infantry in Königsberg will bridge over using this troop transport into Eastern Germany. 1 fleet sub will move from A11, 1, 2, 3, 4 into A28. 1 coastal sub will come over 1 into A11. I'm going to chip these guys out before I forget. So that's 4 infantry in Western Germany. And I do believe that's all the moves we want to make for now. All right, let's place our units. Oh yeah, we got to move Germany up to 22, and then Britain goes up to 12, France goes up to 7 because of the Anschluss of Austria. All right. Now we get to place our units. These 2 self-propelled artillery will go into Western Germany. This factory will get upgraded in Eastern Germany. 2 of these infantry here will get upgraded to motorized. And we have a new fleet submarine that will go into A11. And then we have a militia upgrade in Eastern Germany. And we'll just use a chip for him. And a chip for this other guy. That will give us a total of 5 infantry in Eastern Germany. And then to end the turn, we will collect 22 IPP because we spent all of our 20 in the purchase phase. So that leaves us with 22. And let's see, I think that will do it for us. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Yep, I think that'll do it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Next up will be the common turn, turn 1. And until then, take care. See you later. Bye for now.